Okay, so today, we're actually stepping away from our usual format. Instead of a deep analysis, we want to share a story with you. A really unsettling one that played out online.
Yeah, it's a story that definitely caught a lot of people's attention.
Yeah.
Caused quite a stir.
It really did. It all kicked off with just one image posted anonymously on 4chan. You know the place.
Right. Notorious.
And the image itself was, well, deeply disturbing. It showed a young woman apparently bound to a chair.
And next to her, a tablet showing a countdown timer, just ticking down.
Exactly. And immediately, this wave of questions just hit everyone who saw it. Like, what is this? Is it real?
That was the core question, wasn't it? The lack of any solid information, any context, just amplified the confusion and the fear, really. It went global almost instantly.
It was just boom, everywhere. Now, this stream, the original one showing the 10-hour countdown, YouTube took it down pretty fast, violated their policies, obviously.
But that wasn't the end of it.
Not even close. That's what was so creepy, actually. It kept reappearing.
Different links, different names, but the same scene.
Yeah. And YouTube would ban it again, sometimes just, minutes after it popped up. It felt like this relentless game.
A real cat and mouse situation playing out live.
Definitely. Around the 6-hour mark, it showed up again. Then later, maybe 3.5 hours left on the timer, it even appeared on Periscope.
Twitter's old live platform,
Right.
Yeah. Just kept finding ways back online.
Each time, just for maybe 10 minutes or so before being shut down again. But that persistence.
That definitely fueled the speculation. Made it seem more urgent, maybe more real to some people.
Right. And theories started flying almost immediately. What did people think was going on?
Well, lots of people jumped to the hoax conclusion pretty quickly. There's a history of online stunts like this.
Sure, websites promising something dramatic when a timer hits 0.
Exactly. Usually leading to an anticlimax or just nothing. But this felt different to many.
How so?
Doing something this visually disturbing, using a YouTube live stream, had felt new, more raw, potentially more authentic, even if it was fake. That live element added a layer of unease.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. So, the hoax theory was strong. Any others?
There was another one that gained some traction, linking it to a video game called Get Even.
Oh, how did that connect?
Apparently some promotional stuff for the game did show a woman tied to a chair with a timer. The visual was eerily similar.
Wow. Okay, so a marketing stunt.
Most people thought that was unlikely. I mean, imagine the backlash, the ethical nightmare for a company to pull something like that.
Yeah, career suicide, probably.
Yeah.
Not worth the risk.
Exactly. So that theory, while visually compelling, didn't hold a lot of water for most observers.
Interesting. And you mentioned it went global, but did it gain particular traction anywhere?
It did, funnily enough. Or perhaps not so funny. It seemed to really take hold in online communities in Russia.
Really? Why there?
Hard to say definitively, but dedicated forums sprung up. People were dissecting every frame, tracking the streams obsessively. It added this whole other regional layer to the mystery.
Huh. But despite all that attention, all the crowdsourced digging?
Nothing. No definitive answers. Who was she? Who set it up? Why? It all just remained unknown. Left a lot of people feeling deeply unsettled.
So in the end, the timer ran out, the stream disappeared for good,
Yeah.
and we're just left with questions.
Pretty much. It became this bizarre case study in how fast things can spread online, how desperate people are to solve a mystery, even with zero facts.
A stark reminder, really.
It really is. It shows the internet's power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To take something small, maybe local, make it global instantly, just leave you hanging in. It forces you to confront how hard it is to know what's real online.
Yeah. That ambiguity is chilling in itself.
It absolutely is. It makes you think about these digital ghosts, these unresolved online events, and the mark they leave.
Definitely something to think about. Well, if this story gripped you and you find these kinds of unsettling online mysteries and strange tales fascinating, please do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docs.
We'd appreciate the support.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.